What's going on, cronies? Cat Burglar back with you. Happy Monday. Let's get into the recap. We had a 2-2 day yesterday, lost some juice. We won with the Liberty money line and the over in the Dallas Wings Indiana Fever game, and we lost both Caitlin Clark's over 3 pointers, 2.5 we lost, and points, rebounds, and assists over 30.5. She went to the bench with 6 minutes left in the game, didn't play again. They were blowing them out. There were plenty of opportunities in that game, wide open assists, blown. Um, we were on the right side of the points, rebounds, and assists. It just didn't happen. But that's gambling for you, and it happens. So, on to the next day. Let's look at the two games that we got going today, Minnesota and Chicago. These two teams played a couple days ago. Chicago, very similar. Chicago was 10.5 point dogs, and they ended up winning outright. The thing to look at this game is it was a tale of two halves. Chicago scored like 58 or 60 in the first half, and then ended up only scoring like 20 or 30, 25, 35 points in the second half. Minnesota came back, took the lead for a little bit, but ended up losing. Minnesota's going to be much more focused. I look at this game going under the total. I got it at 162. I think you can play this at 161. I think this is going to be like a 75, 77 to 67 game or something like that. I think Chicago's going to have a much harder time scoring in this game than they did last game. Minnesota's had a couple days off. They knew they were playing Chicago again. They will be focused. So I am playing under 162. I'm also playing Nafisa Collier over 21.5 points in this game. She played really, really well last game. I think she's going to play really, really well again. She's probably the best player in the WNBA. I just think they're going to have a hard time stopping her. They don't really have anybody to guard her. I just think she's going to score a lot of points in this game. Phoenix Golden State opened at 2, down to 1.5, 2 at Bovada still, so 1 at Circa. I played Golden State -2. I like Golden State. They're a scrappy team. Phoenix has 2 injuries with Copper and Sabali, or whatever her name is. Both are very good players, and both are out. Now, Phoenix has a lot of interchangeable pieces, and so I don't think they're going to be too bad off without them, and they played a lot of games without Copper, but Golden State is a scrappy, scrappy team, and they're playing at home. That's a hard place to play. Loud crowd. It's always sold out. I'm playing Golden State Valkyries -2. Let's look into tomorrow's games. Indiana plays Connecticut, and Washington plays Los Angeles. Indiana, they've been blowing teams out. I'm probably looking at playing the over in this. They just seem hot. They're running up and down the court. I think they scored over 100 yesterday, or the game before. They've been over 100 like 2 games in a row, or very close to that. I'm looking at probably playing the over here. I just think right now they're kind of a well-oiled machine, and they hit you from all over the place. They got shooting with Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham. Caitlin delivers the rock. And then, obviously Kelsey Mitchell, Leah Boston. They got Natasha Howard. They got people coming off their bench that can score. They just got a ton of pieces. So I'm going to go over 164.5 in this game. I see a 165, but I think you can get 164 right now and a half. I will be playing the over tomorrow in this game. You might want to get on this now, because given how many points Indiana's been scoring, I just think they're going to keep scoring. One of the things I will be looking at in this game is the Caitlin Clark problems. I'm going to continue until she starts getting more minutes, because right now she's just not getting a lot of minutes. And for her to go over these 32 points, rebounds, and assists, or whatever else in 20-something minutes is hard to do, even though she's great at passing the ball. But right now her shot's a little off. And you know this was the game previously. She got into that big kind of scuffle with, I think it's JC, it was her name, and from Ohio State, who's very familiar with guarding Caitlin Clark. So they're going to make it a point of emphasis to not let her score. For some reason, every team she plays, they just get right up on her. So, and be physical. I think that's basically the MO for guarding her, is to be extremely physical with her, even if you get some foul calls. So those will be what I'll be looking at either later today or tomorrow. And I'll try to do a video a little bit earlier so I can get those out before they move. The Washington-Los Angeles game, I will be playing Washington +2 against Los Angeles. So I will be playing Washington +2 tomorrow. You can get on that early. And I will be playing in the Indiana-Connecticut game over 164.5 here. So, guys, that's all I got today. Let's cash some tickets. We have 3 plays. And to recap those, Nafisa Collier over 21.5 points. I like under 162 in the Minnesota-Chicago game. And I like the Golden State Valkyries -2. Let's cash these tickets, guys.